Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Anne. Consider subscribing, smash that red subscription box and hit the notification bell down so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. It is so unfortunate that Spac Nation has lost a member. Mrs. Osilaru passed away and left 3 children in debt and on the verge of homelessness. If you're not familiar with this old Spac Nation saga, you're not familiar with the gist, I did an earlier video which I'll be linking in the description box. You can watch this video to the end, then click on the link in the description box so that you can watch my first video. When I first heard this story, I was so angry, I was mad, because the thing is, this whole issue of being defrauded by African pastors is a continuous roller coaster. The only difference is the names of the victims. You know, Mrs. Osilaru, this woman worked so hard. She worked to her bones to pay off her mortgage, and her children are going to be left with no inheritance. Mrs. Osilaru, with the help of Pastor Tobi Adegboyega, they took a loan of 150,000 pounds secured against the house. You know, this loan has not been paid and the children are potentially going to be homeless. And the thing is this, it is so annoying that it is not enough that Tobi Adegboyega is asking minors to sell their blood so they can sow seed to the church. He is also making people lose their homes. And the thing is, this is not the first time. This is not the first time that churches are demanding that we should give up all our money so that we can help them build schools that your children can attend, so that we're working so hard, giving them our money to build headquarters. We are funding their lavish lifestyle. This is not the first time that it's happening. Even recently, Adegboyega's son, he demanded that you sow a seed of your January salary, your entire salary. You should give it to the church and sow a seed. And I was thinking, pala, nilu pala, how can you give your entire January salary as a seed? What are the children going to eat? How do you pay your rent? How do you transport yourself to work? How do you pay your taxes? How do you pay your MOT? If you're living in Nigeria, you pay your first salary, your January salary to the church. How are you going to pay school fees, my brother, my sister? Like, these people are so bold. I said earlier, this fraud thing is a continual roller coaster. The only thing that changed is the name of the victims demanding entire January salary to sow. They have become so bold. You know, they make crazy, outrageous demand. I don't think they don't think about what they're asking. They just ask. You know, they know that when they use the name of God to demand all these things, we will start shaking, we will start vibrating. Like chicken that rain has fallen upon, we'll be shaking, we'll be vibrating. Oh, they said you must pay. They'll use the name of God to be deceiving, frauding. This is the same story over and over and over again. It is never ending, you know. And these pastors, they will tell you, you don't need an earthly home. This is not our home. We are going to a higher place. You need to be concerned about your house, the mansion in heaven. You need to be concerned about your building in heaven. Yet these pastors are the most materialistic set of people ever. They are gallivanting the globe with the most expensive cars. These people are international landlords. But they tell you, oh, you don't need a earthly home. This earth is not your final destination. You're going somewhere. Hallelujah. But they want to have mansions. They want you to use your own hard-earned money to build them schools. They want you to build them headquarters. Has anybody checked the name on the deeds of this property? Whose names are on the deeds of these properties? If truly all of us should be pursuing our heavenly home, whose name is on the document of these properties? Who? They are so bold. They just, I can, 150,000 pounds, not naira, pounds. Her children are going to inherit nothing, nothing, nothing. This pastor, Tobi Adegboyega, he has not just a mansion, he has trap houses all over UK. Trap houses where he puts in minor to control. No disrespect to the deceased, but how can you use 150,000? How can you secure that against your house, using your house as collateral? You know, Mrs. Osilaru, she's dead now. She has a 13-year-old child, a minor. Who's going to look after the boy? Is it Tobi Adegboyega? These people are on the verge of being kicked out by bailiffs. And if we talk, if people like myself, if we talk about this daylight robbery, this smooth operation, people will come under my comment section and say, oh, touch not my anointed. Some people will say, oh, my faith is different. Your faith is your faith. I will point another example is Benin Hill. Benin Hill came out to confess that it was fraudulent, asking money, using fraud, using the name of God to demand money from people. What happened to him? Nothing. Was he held accountable? No. This whole thing is continuous. It's only the names of the victims that change. These people are not going to change their ways until we expose them. Now I'm hearing speculation. I don't know how true it is. I want you to tell me in the comment section. I'm hearing that Tobi Adegboyega is not going to be persecuted. He's not going to go to jail because there are loopholes he's using. Like they cannot directly. There's no direct link between him and all these loans. This is what I'm hearing in the underground. This is what people are whispering. That he's not going to go to jail because they can't link him to any of the victims. They can't link him to any of the death. Nothing. You know, let me even tell you something. Mrs. Osilaru's children, they were not aware of this debt. They didn't know that their mother took a debt against the house. So they were at home, mourning the loss of their mother, and bailiffs at the door. Pack your load. They have not even packed anything. They did not pack nothing. Imagine you at home, mourning the loss of someone, your beloved person, your mother, and bailiffs at the door telling you, you have to get out. What saved them, because she has 2 adult daughters, what saved them was their 13-year-old younger brother in the house. So they could not kick them out because the boy is a minor. But at the same time, the house is still going to be repossessed because 150,000 pounds, the bank has lost a lot, 150,000 pounds. Who's going to pay it? Is it Tobi? How can pastor tell you that the reason why you're poor is because you're not sowing seed? What kind of pyramid scheme brainwashing package? What kind of brainwashing package are they running in that church? Let me know your plug. What kind of evil, vile person is he? And you know, and I was asking in my first video, why is it that the majority of the victims are Africans, Nigerians, black descendants? Why? You know, and someone was telling me in the comment section, I'm generalizing. This man has over 1,000 young black minority under his care, and you're telling me I'm generalizing. We need to tell ourselves the truth. Some people will say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. We need to tell ourselves, what is the role of parenthood in this whole mess? What is the role of their parents in this whole mess? How can your children be sleeping in trap houses? How can your children not sleep under the same? You are home in bed sleeping, but your kids are not sleeping in your house, under your roof. We need to talk about the role of parents in all this mess. You know, I was also hearing there are allegations whereby young girls were being raped, sexually abused in these trap houses, and when they approach the pastor, he threatens them. How can you open your eye and watch your child not sleep in your house and they're getting abused? When I talk about this thing, they say, oh, you're generalizing, you don't know what you're talking about, you're bashing Nigerian parents. We need to look ourselves in the mirror and say, what are we not getting right? What are we getting wrong? We need to be honest with ourselves with the role of parenting in this matter. Why is it that the vast majority are black children, there are no Chinese, there are no Indian, there are no Hindus in the church, they are all black? Why is it that we are easily susceptible to being manipulated? We need to have this conversation, this bitter truth, we need to say it. We need to talk about it. Why are your children not sleeping under your roof? You go to bed at night and you're not bothered where they're sleeping. We need to talk about the role of parenting in this. This is irresponsible parenting. End of. I'm not generalizing like, oh, the whole Nigerian community. You know, you might be getting it right with your own kids. You might be getting it right in your own household. But why does this man have over 10,000 young children in his care? Why was he able to get away with this for so long? Why was he able to take them to centers to draw out blood, and he was able to sign consent? Why does he have control over these children? Why? Where are the parents? Parents working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 5 jobs, building houses in Nigeria. What is your legacy? When you build out these houses, or God forbid you pass away abroad, your relatives will inherit it. Is it your? We need to be honest with ourselves. We're not here to bash, but we need to have a critical, truthful conversation. Let's look ourselves in the mirror, eyeball to eyeball, and have this conversation. You know. And another thing I observed, because I was watching Parliament when is it Mr. Reid, MP Reid, put this notion across. Why was the Parliament so empty? I could literally hear a pin drop. There was echoes everywhere. It was like you can count the people sitting there talking about this thing. Is this not important? Is it not important? When it comes to collecting taxes, they are there, you know, grabbing our taxes from our paycheck. But when it comes to matters that affect us, you know, we blacks, they are nowhere to be found. I was so disappointed when I saw the level of engagement. I was like, what is this? Are we not important? Who did we vote for? Are they not representing us? You know what? This conversation is making me really angry. Like, I'm so sad for the children that they are mourning their mother. They've lost their house. Like, where are they going to start from? We need to start having this conversation of how pastors are defrauding us. Why are we Nigerians? Why are we so scared to have this conversation? These people tell you, don't worry about the materialistic thing, don't worry about earthly thing, don't worry about this. If these people come, they don't enter plane, they do a yearly medical checkup. We need to have this conversation truthfully. Anyway, I don't want to go on so it doesn't become a rant. I don't want to go on and go on and go on. If you've enjoyed videos like this, consider subscribing, smash that subscribe button, and like I always say, click the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. And always, feel free to share this video on WhatsApp, share it to Facebook, share with your family and friends. Let us keep the conversation rolling in the comment section, and I look forward to seeing you guys on my next video. Alright, see you guys. Bye guys.